month was June in the Canadian Northwest, and once again, Dudley Do-Right's heart turned to Nell.
Nell, 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 Nell. Your name sounds like the ringing of a bell.
Oh, Dudley, I know my name sounds just like a bell, but is that enough? A pretty name, a pretty face. But while I stay here and do the household chores, you go out into the world where there's excitement, adventure.
But Nell, that's the way things are. That's Mountie business. We always get our man.
How about women?
How's that?
Do you always get your women?
I hadn't thought about that.
Of course you don't. Women are too smart for you. Besides, if you do always get your man, why is Snidely Whiplash still at large?
It will take some doing, but I'll bring him in.
Haw.
But?
I said haw. I could bring in Snidely and all his henchmen with no trouble at all. All right, Dudley. You change places with me and I will show you.
Well, all right.
Homer, do you know why I can get away with all my nefarious mischief?
I don't even know what nefarious mischief means.
Because I am not 1 jump ahead of Dudley Do-Right. I am 8 jumps ahead of Dudley Do-Right, but that's to be expected of anyone who has a hyphenated last name.
Snidely! Snidely! They have replaced Dudley Do-Right on the Mounties with another Mountie.
How can you be sure?
Because there was the strange Mountie riding on a horse.
We must work fast, Homer. We must put a cordon of our most trustworthy henchmen around the shack.
Right. What's a cordon?
Life moves in mysterious ways. This morning I was Dudley Do-Right of the Mounties. This afternoon, Dudley Do-Right, homemaker.
Oh, Nell, after you finish sweeping in here, could you tidy up my office? Oh, and another thing. I think you're seeing altogether too much of Dudley Do-Right. Well, you're even beginning to look like him a little.
Inspector Fenwick, I am not your daughter, Nell Fenwick. I am Dudley Do-Right.
Then what are you doing in that funny apron?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Nell has switched places with me. She is out trying to bring in her man, and I'm doing the housework.
Bring in her man? Don't you know what this means? A thing like this could lead to woman's suffrage.
But when Nell reached Whiplash's hideout, she found it well guarded.
Why don't you boys come up to the RCMP camp and see me sometime?
Wow!
Well, Inspector, you know what we all go through to get our man. Nell hasn't a ghost of a chance to get her man.
Not a ghost of a chance, eh?
And now, Snidely Whiplash.
We must stop Nell from bringing in Snidely Whiplash. If she brings in Snidely, there'll be no stopping her. She may become the first woman Prime Minister of the Commonwealth.
What in the world has happened to my cordon? Where have my men gone?
They all went off with Dudley's replacement.
Put up quite a fight, did they?
No, they seem to go willingly.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Well, you better do it fast, because here he comes now.
I know what I'm going to do. What any red-blooded villain would do. Hide.
Snidely Whiplash, give yourself up in the name of the mounted police.
Oh, Nell Fenwick.
Come along now, Whiplash. You are my prisoner.
No, Nell, I think you had that a little twisted. The way it looks now, you are my prisoner.
Oh, but Snidely, don't you see? I have to make good. This is my big chance, and now you won't come with me.
I can't stand to see a woman cry. Stop it, Nell. I'll go along with you.
She caught him, Dudley. Oh, we've got to help Snidely escape.
Snidely.
No, thanks.
It's no use, Dudley. Snidely's petrified with fear. But I have a plan. All I ask is that you agree with everything I say when we get back to camp.
Dudley, Father, I did it. I brought in Snidely Whiplash like I said I would.
Where is he, Nell?
Why, right here, Father.
I don't see Snidely Whiplash. Do you, Dudley?
Why, yes, sir, Inspector Fenwick. He's right over.
Are you quite sure, Do-Right, that you see Snidely Whiplash?
No, Inspector, I can't see anything.
Well, Nell, you can see for yourself. Dudley can't see Snidely Whiplash. I can't see Snidely Whiplash. So we may presuppose that Snidely Whiplash is a figment of your imagination.
Well, Nell, I tried.
Father, that figment of my imagination is about to blow up the RCMP camp.
That's right, Nell. Figment did blow up this camp. Hairy Figment. Dudley, I want you to bring this hairy Figment in at once.
Yes, sir, Inspector. Harry Figment?
Weeknights on Coffee TV, Funny Dads rule. It's Damon Wayans in My Wife and Kids and Jim Belushi and According to Jim. Weeknights starting at 7 on Coffee TV.